So come on and play in a world that's waiting for you. We're about to begin, so come on in. There's so much to do at school, and you can do anything if you try. With friends like Timothy by your side, there's a new adventure in everything we do. We'll all be together, and you can come too. When Timothy goes to school, anything can happen. When Timothy goes to school.
Hey guys, it's me, Mario Plus Fanboy here. The wait is finally over, you guys. I'm sorry that this review is very outweighed because the one thing I had to delay it because my mom got home from work early, and the second reason I was sick. But the good thing is I'm all better now. So let's get to the plot. So basically what the plot is, we have Timothy and his friends go to school, and that's the plot. But it gets better and very emotional, and that's basically what the plot is. Now guys, I haven't seen the show in years, you guys. That's right, I haven't seen the show in years. The last time I watched this show, it was at the time when I was at summer school back in 2008, and that was the last time I watched the show. But looking back to the show, it still holds up to this day. So let's talk about the characters. We have Timothy, who is my favorite character of the show. We have Timothy's father, who is Timothy's father, which we didn't even know his name, and we have Timothy's mom as well, and we have Yoko and Yoko's mom, and we have the new character, which sadly she was only in two episodes, and we have her mom named Zoe, and we have Grace. Sorry guys, got a drink. Back on what I was saying, guys. And we have Nora, and we have her her baby brother Jack. And we have her baby brother Jack. And we have Charles, which Charles, he has to be one of my second favorite characters in the show, which even though that Charles was a little shy in the first few episodes, he wasn't shy later on the episodes. And we have Olivia, which is actually Nora and Jack's his mom. And we have Miss Appleberry, which she was not in the episodes that much. She was only like in a few episodes, I believe. And we have Fritz, who Fritz is Timothy's best friend, which it was sadly looking back to one of the episodes when Fritz moved, and then one episode later his mom got a new job, so they moved back to that area, which that was a really great episode. And we have Sorry guys, I was on the wiki page. Back on saying. And we have Lily, who normally he forgets about personal things. Then we have Miss Jenkins, which I remember in one of the episodes when they were building a time capsule, which her old name was Miss A, and that was before she got married later on, which that was like a long time ago before Timothy and his other friends joined Miss Jenkins' class. Then we have now let's get into Lemon Rocks' favorite characters, Frank and Frank. You go me first. No, you go first. You go first. We both go first. I gotta tell you, Frank and Frank has to be one of the most funniest characters of this show. Surprisingly, I think my 3 favorite characters of this show has to be Timothy, Charles, and Frank. Timothy, Frank, and Frank as my second favorite characters, and Charles. Those are my 3 favorite characters of the show. Because I remember one episode where Frank and Frank were pranking on the other students. That was so dark fun. I was laughing my butt off on that part. That episode was so darn hilarious. I love that. And what really sucks about Frank and Frank, I know that we see Franklin's dad in the other episode, in every episode, but we didn't even see Franklin's mom whatsoever. It's like, what the heck? Then we have Doris, who is a beaver. Then we got his older brothers as well. Now let's talk about Henry the bus driver. Henry the bus driver is it has to be a great, awesome character. Because I remember in one episode, in one of my favorite episodes called Red Thunder, which that was at the time when Henry helped Timothy put his new bike on the bus, and that was so nice of him. That was a really great episode. I love Red Thunder. That was one of my favorite episodes when Timothy got a Red Thunder bike after his birthday. That was a really great episode. I really love that episode. Then we have another episode which when Timothy was trapped inside in the janitor's room, and then Charles pulled the help alarm bell, and then one of the janitors unlocked the closet, and then Charles got a badge for help work, even though that he was a little bit shy in that episode. That was a really great episode. Then we have the very first episode. Now let's talk about my worst character of the show. Well, he's not actually my worst character. Clyde. Oh my god! Seriously, Clyde had to be one of my worst character of the show. Now, even though that Clyde could be nice sometimes, he's kind of rude because I remember in the first episode where Clyde told Timothy, "You can't wear this on the first day of school." All I have to say this, I felt so bad for Timothy. If I was like one of the characters of the show, I was like, "Hey Timothy, don't listen to him. You can wear whatever you want." And it was after his second episode which he did the exact same bull crap again. Which it was in the episode when they had to build like a science project, and then Clyde was building like some kind of rocket ship or something, and then Timothy didn't help, and then Clyde told him that he could do it all by himself, and at the end of the episode, Timothy felt so bad, and then one of his friends cheered him up, and they did like some kind of like a rub, and they made something out of those twist tie thingies. I was crying on that at the end of the episode. That was a really great episode. Now let's talk about the worst episode of the show. Things change. What the hell? I'm sorry, guys. That had to be one of the worst episodes of this show, because what really sucks about the show, Frank and Frank, Timothy, even Charles didn't talk once in this episode. Oh my god! And we have another episode where hold on, guys. Sorry about that, you guys. And we have the episode where Doris, having received an invitation, and then at the end of the episode, Timothy was so let down that he felt a little sad. And then right at the end of the episode, Doris got the card, and that was the end of the episode. Oh my god! Seriously, you can't end a show with your favorite character all so let down and depressed! I remember after I watched that episode, I was really pissed off. I was angry as hell. And we have an episode crap. Sorry guys, need to pause this again. Sorry guys, I'm on the wiki page to find out what the characters' names are. Sorry guys. So anyways, we have an episode where Lily and Charles were draw the spider on top of their school picture, and then Doris got all scared. That was so funny. That was had to be one of the most emotional scenes and the most funny scenes in one of the episodes of Timothy Goes to School. And we have a great, amazing episode where Timothy's father, that he was used to be a photographer, and then Timothy wants to be a photographer, and then he messed up some of the photos. And then at the end of the episode, all his friends really liked his photos, which that was a really great episode. That was one of the great episodes. Now let's talk about the final episode of the show, Making New Friends. I was so pissed that one of the new characters were only in 2 episodes. That was just pathetic. And then I love that the end of the episode. At the end of the episode, Timothy said, Sorry guys, a solicitor called my house phone. Back on what I was saying, guys. And then at the end of the last episode of Making New Friends, I love the part where Timothy said goodbye to her new friend, and that was the end of the episode. All I have to say is I was crying after I watched that scene. I was dying of crying because that was a great way to end a great, awesome show. So guys, and now let's talk about my negatives on the show. First negative has to be more episodes. The thing I have to say about it is that this show ended after only 26 episodes. And the second reason is that season 2 have less episodes than the first season. So if this show went on the air for like 5 or 6 seasons, that'll be a really great show. But end the show after season 2, however, that's just pathetic because season 2 was like the last season that have less episodes. Number 4 on my negative review has to be hold on guys, let me pause the video, I need to think. Okay, I just remember now guys. The 4th reason has to be better backstory. The thing about the time capsule episode is when one of the characters show them about their photos back when they were little kids. Like, I want some more backstory on that. The second thing, sorry, it's not going to be 3, it's going to be 4 something. 4 letdown. Sorry about that, guys. The number 3 part that I have to get, that it really makes me upset, has to be more new characters and more episodes. I'll have to say this, the new character that came in the last episode, she should come like in the middle of the first season, which I think that'll be really kind of cool. The number 1 thing that's on my negatives is more merchandise. I'll have to say this, you guys, the only merchandise that we get for this show is the DVDs. Like, seriously, I was really pissed off because I remember as a kid, when I fell in love with this show, I really want a Timothy Goes to School t-shirt. Which, I'll have to say this, the only merchandise that they got is just the DVDs for it. And believe it or not, they did not make any toys, they did not make any plush, just nothing. Just DVDs of the show. Which I was pissed off because if they actually made Timothy Goes to School plush dolls, I'll get the full set of my favorite characters. I will have Timothy, freaking Frank, and Charles. So yeah, that's like the main reason why I really don't like about the show, that they didn't make any merchandise of this show whatsoever. Thanks a lot, Dare Tiger's neighbor, flipping neighborhood for having more merchandise than this. You abomination, Dinkelberg! Yeah, reference for furry parents. So, guys, I have nothing to say about this show, you guys. So that's my negatives I have about the show, you guys. The final word for Timmy Goes to School gets our first, and I beat our first 9.5 out of 10. That's right, our first 9.5 out of 10. The reason why I give it a 9.5 out of 10 because even though the show ended after 26 episodes after only 2 seasons, I don't like shows being ended after only 1 season. It really drives me insane. And the second reason and the last reason I had to give it a 9.5 out of 10 is because it didn't have any merchandise except for the DVDs, which is actually good, but I will get the DVDs very soon. I was thinking about getting the DVDs for a while. I was thinking about going to get the Timmy Goes to School Red Thunder DVD and the Abracadabra DVD, which surprisingly, I watched a YouTuber who did an unboxing of the Abracadabra DVD. That was really awesome. So, guys, that's my review of Timmy Goes to School. It gets a 9.5 out of 10. My name is MyPutsFanboy, and I'll see you guys next time.